Yo, what's up, my homies? So today I'm going to be explaining how we're going to measure the difficulty on this. So green means the easier zones, yellow represents the medium zones, and red represents the harder zones. Sega! So we're going to be ranking the 7 zones of Sonic 1. I got the idea from YesOn135. So go to the original video and tell him he inspired me. Green rank, easiest zone, Green Hill. We begin the game with the first zone of the game, which is obviously, bro, you're gonna begin with that. So Green Hill doesn't really have anything like difficulty going for it. It's the first zone of the game, bro. It's meant to be easy. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay. So Green Hill is pretty chill for the most part. You have a couple of enemies in some parts, but it's not really difficult. You can beat if you're an experimental player, you can beat the levels in less than a minute. And yeah, Sonic 1 has 3 acts, so 3 levels per zone. And Green Hill is the easier levels of the game. It's pretty chill, trust me, bro. It's pretty good. Green Hill, in my opinion, has a pretty easy boss fight because, this is the first zone of the game, so yeah, you're kind of expected to have an easy boss fight. And I agree, it's an easy boss fight, in my opinion. Pretty simple, gets you understanding what you have to do. It's a pretty clever fight, and, no comments, bro, it's pretty simple. Just, I recommend you to move and, avoid the egg ball. Just saying that. Starlight Zone. While most people would say this is harder than Spring Yard Zone, I'd actually say the opposite, because I feel like Starlight is quite easy, and plus this kind of compensates the suffering of a previous zone. But hey, it's a pretty simple, has some pretty easy 3 levels. I recommend you to take the top path, it's way better, I recommend it. But yeah, it's pretty chill. I'm just saying that be careful with some of the stuff, and the little enemies have the spheres rotating around them. Be careful with those guys, they will not throw it at you. You have to move smartly and avoid them. The boss fight of Starlight Zone is pretty simple. You just have to use the mines in a very creative way. You can use them to hit Eggman, or you can use them to boost yourself to hit Eggman, which I think is a pretty smart way of the game. It's very clever. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, it's just about that. Outsmarting the enemy, easy zone, pretty simple. Don't have anything else to say. Spring Yard Zone. In the previous zones, Spring Yard is a pretty easy and chill zone. The zone mostly has bumpers and the little trampolines. It's pretty easy to go through. The only thing I really don't like about Spring Yard Zone is that a lot of boxes that are moving, because you can't go through them too quick but you can't go through them like too slow. Because if you go like either too slow or too fast, you'll get squished. So you have to really go perfect speed. And like, bro, dying squished is one of the most rage-inducing ways to die in this game. The boss of Spring Yard Zone is not really that difficult to fight. You just have to calculate where he's gonna land and hit him where it hurts. You just have to do that. It's very simple, bro. Like, don't worry, you can do this. Final zone. Y'all thought I would not include this zone because it's like too short, but nah, we're including it. I was originally thinking about putting it like as the easiest, but then I was like, no bro, this is actually kind of difficult. I mean, you have 0 rings, so you kind of can't do this like with 1 ring. And yeah, the fight is kind of easy, so like, you can do this, bro, don't worry. But yeah, remember to calculate the hits and make sure that everything counts. Marble Zone. Now we really get to the pain in the ass zones. Marble Zone is a slow zone. Because, okay, what do you think when you think of a Sonic game? You think of speed, correct? Yeah. This zone is anti-speed. The platforming of this zone is really tedious, but not like a certain zone. But still, really tedious, not cool for the second zone. No bueno. The boss fight of Marble Zone is easier than the one on Green Hill, which is kinda shocking to be honest, but oh well. Just remember to calculate the hits and, well, move good and like have a great speed and reaction time on this, but it's a pretty easy fight to be honest. Scrap Brain Zone. Okay, so this is the final zone of the game. It has Eggman base, so yeah, this one has a lot of traps. Fire, falling down of pits, electricity, platforming that control you, bro. Like, it really has a lot of stuff. Just remember to be careful, like really careful. But like, for the final zone, I mean, yeah, it's kind of what, like, it's kind of expected to be hard, because like, bro, this is to test all your skills throughout the game. The second act is kinda slightly more difficult. Now you're really in Eggman's base. What you gotta do is like, obviously get through the level, but now it's kinda more mixed up. Also remember to be careful with the buzzsaws and the pillars that are trying to squish you. The third act of this level is a water level, but there's a shortcut that you can use to skip parts of the level. Also, there's no boss fight here. The boss fight is in Final Zone, so yeah, just remember, be careful in the water, and I'll explain why sooner. Hardest zone of the game. Labyrinth Zone. Mother... Labyrinth Zone does have water, but Sonic ain't like Mario. Mario can swim and not even drown. Sonic cannot swim and he runs the danger of drowning. So yeah, remember, there are bubbles that can give you air, but you really have to be careful on this zone. In water, you are really, really slow. And the worst thing is, you can have some really bad luck, because I'm gonna show y'all a clip of what can happen, and I'm gonna translate it.
¿Qué? Ok, ya deja de estar fastidiando. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! ¡Qué mierda!
Okay, maybe not like that, but you gotta admit the video was funny. But either way, yeah, this zone is really serious, like, it's real difficult, bro. Damn. Now, about the boss fight. The hard part is not hitting Eggman. You don't have to worry about that. What you have to worry is rising through the platforming. So, yeah, it's not really good. It's hard. And then there's water rising, so yeah, you really have to rush. But if you rush too much, you're gonna get hit. And if you get hit too many times, say goodbye to one of Sonic's life, bro. It's away, like, it's gone now. In conclusion, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is one of the best games of all time. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And don't forget, Tengen Uzui is the best Hashira.